Steve Wozniak co-founded Apple Computer. He did it with the late Steve Jobs in 1976. And the world has never been the same since. This man helped shape the computing industry with his design of Apple's first line of computer products, Apple I and Apple II. The personal computers he created helped launch the personal computing industry. And for his achievements at Apple Computer, Mr. Wozniak, or Woz as he's lovingly referred to, was awarded the National Medal of Technology by President Ronald Reagan in 1985. Dear graduates, dear parents, dear friends, this is really special. This is the man who made all that you have at home and in your hands to communicate with the world possible. He's the beginning of it all. He's the guy who had the knowledge and the dedication to make it happen. Would you please help me welcome an outstanding advocate for excellence both in America's classrooms and on the world stage, ladies and gentlemen, our featured speaker, Mr. Steve Wozniak.
We of our generation have left a lot of problems in the world. We've messed things up a lot. We haven't fixed enough, been able to solve a lot of the major world problems. And that's up to you. We're hoping that you can come along and fix what we haven't figured out the way to do yet. As I wander here around High Point, I think of this Apple ideal that we have, which is the way something looks on the outside represents how good it is on the inside. And driving around this campus, I was just in awe. And I said, if I had seen this place back when I went to college, although it wasn't the same then, if I had seen that, this is where I would have wanted to go. Now, the purpose of a good education isn't necessarily the content you've learned. You have actually learned how to learn here. You have learned how to go through long projects of learning to get completion of goals and projects. And that's what's going to really apply to your life. And then what you're taught is less important than being motivated to want to learn and to want to continue learning as you progress through your careers. Don't be afraid to build. You don't have to get everything out of a book the way it was done in the book, the way someone else did it. You're now at the point where you'll think for yourself and you'll start writing your own book as you create things. You should be very true to your young ideals. You think very well right now. You're at the highest state of your mental and physical energy that you'll ever be. And you're a good thinking. And as you grow up, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to become a different person. When I'm successful in business, when I'm an adult, I have to think about the world in different ways. No, trust your youthful thinking and try to stick with it. If you believe you're a good person, know yourself and don't let your successes in life that you'll encounter, don't let those change who you are. One of the things you should always note is that if you do things the way everyone else has always done them, you're one of the followers. You're one of a million people that could do the same as you because they've had the same education. You want to be a leader, try to think new ways to solve the old problems. Very often we look at something we have and say, I could make it better. That's innovation. But you know what? Sometimes we say, I could do something totally different that makes life a lot easier for people, and that's true invention. The old color television that took $1,000 to generate. And then I'd say, what if I did this little thing with a digital chip that cost $1? It's not in any books. None of this mathematics or technology is in any books. But the color television would think it's color. And that was really the start of a big company. If something's worth doing, try to do it well. I used to try to compete with myself and maybe design a computer and design it over and over and over, trying to think of better ways to do it. Better meant fewer parts, easier to build, more reliable, those sort of things. It turns out that I got very good at it, but I came up with techniques that were in my head, not in any book. Those are where you can think of yourself as trying to be better than anyone else in the world. Change is certain. It's unbelievable how fast change is occurring in this digital era. Change is certain, and you can be a part of it.